on this video, we're going to talk about creating the other sprites that we need for our Scratch quiz project. We already have our host sprite and our stage backdrop changed. Now we are going to add in 4 new sprites that will represent our choices on our multiple choice quiz. So if you come over here to the new sprite section, you're going to choose from library. And the category is things, and the button is button 3. Next thing we're going to do is come up here to costumes, hit text box, click inside the button and put the letter for the button. I'm going to change that back to black. Okay, so now I have an A. I need to position this text box so that it's in the middle of the button. So what I'm going to do on my keyboard is I'm going to go to the upper left-hand corner, hit escape. And now when I come over here to my button, I'll be able to see handles around the text box. So I can use the hand, pick up, and drag it where I want it. That looks good. Then I'm going to come over to this side and I'm going to hit the info button. Here's where I'm going to rename this from button 3 to the letter A. That just makes it easier as you're programming. Then I'm going to click this to go back to my regular sprite section. I'm going to click scripts up here. I'm going to grab this button and place it about here on my stage. Now we need buttons for B, C, and D as well. So an easy way to do that is to just duplicate this sprite, and you can do that using the duplicate button up here, or you can right click and choose duplicate, and you'll see this pulls up. I'm going to duplicate again, because I need a total of 4. Then I'm just going to grab these and place them in a vertical row. Vertical column, I guess, wouldn't be a row. I can work on that spacing a little bit in just a minute. But what we want to do now is just adjust these so they say B, C, and D instead of AAA. So I'm going to click on this one that says A2. I'm going to hit costumes, double click on the text box, delete the A and put a B. Same thing down here. I'm going to use the info section to rename it B instead of A2. Then use the left arrow to go back. I'm going to complete that for this one as well. This should be C. Then I'm going to hit the info button, change that to C. Left arrow takes me back. And this one should be D. I'll rename that one to D and go back. Now you'll notice that when I drug these over when they were all called A, I got them out of order. So I can just easily fix that. Just drag these down and get those back into order. So now I'll have 4 buttons for my multiple choice answers. And I'm not going to make it perfect while we're just doing this in the video, but you can do that on your own. You can pause it and make it all look the way you want it to. Okay, so now we have our 4 additional sprites. We need one more, and that is a title for our quiz. So for that one, we're going to paint the new sprite. This is going to be text. So I'm going to click here to put a text box in. The font on the lower left is going to be changed to marker. And then I'm going to type in that text box. You can make this whatever color you think will look nice with your backdrop. I may just leave it black. I'm going to put welcome to your computer test. When I click on scripts, you'll see that it saves the changes, and the sprite is now listed down here, and it's on my backdrop, on my stage. So now I should be able to come over here, pick it up, and move it to a place where it looks good on my stage. Okay. You can rename this if you want to. So now we're good to go. We have all of the sprites that we need to complete our project. If you need to go on, go to video number 3.